What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the show about nothing. I'm your host, JunesEightyEIght. Yes, Izzyphantasmo.
We're not
We're
recording.
back.
We're not
Yes, we
recording.
are.
We're not.
Yes, we are.
I don't see it.
That's what she says, right in the corner. The red light is on.
I don't see it. Normally I get
Bro,
the little,
you're killing it. You're killing it. It's bloopers. We not. Anyway, we back in effect. This dude.
Normally I get the notification saying we're recording. I don't see it.
Dude, we're recording. I'm looking at the thing right now. Do I gotta take a picture of the thing saying recording?
No. Hey, keep this on. Keep this on. Keep this on. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the show about nothing. We are your hosts, your boy JunesEightyEIght, Izzyphantasmo. We are live, direct, and in your city.
Yo, we
apologize for the mishaps earlier on. We were having some technical difficulties, and somebody here does not like to edit, so we had to run it back from the beginning.
I hate it. I'm gonna start editing, but your delay, it cut off like mid
sentence. I was trying to figure out why the signal was acting all screwy up. Oh, now it wants to start on this end.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
Oh, so I got the delay reaction. Okay, yeah, you're right.
He told you. See, apologize publicly, sir. Apologize publicly.
I just got that notification, sir. I apologize. I didn't know. Like normally, whenever you hit the record button, it pops up on my side. It says recording started, and it shows like how far we are. I didn't see that till just a minute and a half in. So,
right.
I apologize.
So, yo, people, we back. So this is Monday. We're dropping this on Wednesday. New schedule
because this guy got a new job and he's working it already.
Tell him where you at. Man. Tell him where you
at. I am with the squad of geeks.
Geeks of squad.
Yes. I am, as what Best Buy calls, I am your smart friend.
Smart friend. Hey, you are a smart friend. He knows a lot of stuff.
I know what 2 + 2 is.
I would hope so. He know just enough to get by. Like, sir, do you know how I pulled you over? Because I was speeding? Good job, sir. Get out of here.
No, I would be the one that would pull a Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh, I know that one. I know that joke.
Long story short, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? Have the donuts right next to me because you can smell it. Son of a bitch.
Yo, speaking of food, bro. Let's talk about it. What's your go-to sandwich at your favorite sandwich shop?
Ooh, my go-to sandwich?
Yeah, because I've been on a sandwich binge. Like, real talk, I get lost in foodie TikTok. Like, not foodie, I'm foodie Instagram. Like, foodie Instagram.
This man right here gets lost in the sauce way more than ever. And I'm not just talking buffalo.
Nah, like, dude.
Okay, so if we talking, okay, so if I go to Subway, I'm getting the Monster. That's the Philly cheesesteak with the bacon added to it with the peppercorn ranch. But I get extra steak. If I go to Firehouse Subs, I'm getting the Philly cheesesteak off rip. That's like one. That's my spot. If I go to the local pub here in town, which is like maybe 5 minutes away from where I live at, I get the Atlantic haddock sandwich, fried Atlantic haddock, and the fish is like this big on a roll. And I get the tartar sauce on the side. 2 tartar sauces. One for the sandwich and one to dip with my fries in.
Hey, look. I go. You know, everybody know my spot, Jersey Mike.
Oh yeah, I haven't been to Jersey Mike's in a while, but they got some fire.
Bruh, that club sub, I just get it with double turkey, no ham.
So I've gone to Jersey Mike's, but I've only gotten the Philly steak, but I've gotten the Philly steak regular, and I was debating on getting the chicken Philly steak, the chicken version of it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It is?
That's good. Like
Okay.
I get but I get the club sub double turkey, no ham, heavy mayo, heavy oil, oregano, salt and pepper, bacon, lettuce,
What in the
tomato,
world, my guy?
bruh. But that
Heavy,
ain't,
heavy mayo, heavy oil.
dude. That's the
Your
only way you
doctor,
can.
your doctor looks at you and be like, "Sir, you might need to lay low on that."
Dude, I don't get it all the time. I ain't been to Jersey Mike in like a few months. But
This man was about to say a few weeks.
I'm about to say a few weeks. I want to. I'm gonna go get me a sub. This actually, I'm
Oh,
gonna get me one this
Lord.
week. But
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna see on the gram later on this week. Had to do it.
hey man, I had to do it, and it's like, but I get it on the grill. So they grill up the turkey, and heat up the raw, hit up the bread. Then they put out
Wait, what? You get them to heat it all up?
no, just the chicken and the bread. They put it on the grill,
Oh, chicken and bread. Oh, okay.
and then they put everything on there. Oh my, that's so damn good,
Boy,
so good.
I'm gonna need to. I might need to go ahead and steal that recipe from you so I can get
Man,
my.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, and there, like, there's another spot, and I've been like on a shrimp po' boy binge lately.
I've
So
never had. I don't think I've had a shrimp po' boy like that. You know what was funny? I used to work at this restaurant called Michael's Seafood and Deli, and we had the shrimp po' boy. I never got it. I got their Cuban though, but I did.
I
I
heard that
flipped
look
the
good,
Cuban, but I flipped the Cuban around. This is how I did it. So the Cuban, you add regular mustard to it, right? And like sauerkraut.
right,
The Cuban I did, honey mustard with coleslaw in it.
bro? You know what? I want to go. I want to go to Pittsburgh to try one of those Permane Brothers sandwiches.
Oh, the Permane Bros.
Yes, I want to try one. I'm like, I want to go to Pittsburgh just for that.
Ah, okay. Look,
You've had one?
no, no, no. Pittsburgh. Think about it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's like what's his face name that had the story of like if he was to have broken if his car broke down in the middle of the the state up north, he would push his
Oh,
car.
Woody Hayes.
Yeah, that one. Well, you know what though, I wouldn't mind going to Pittsburgh. I wouldn't mind going because I want to check the city out. Um, I would like to go to Philadelphia to try a cheesesteak, the authentic cheesesteak, because I heard they're.
The way you been talking about cheesesteak, like man, I was surprised you.
I haven't had it yet. I haven't had a Philly cheesesteak from Philly, but like that's on the food bucket list right there. Philly from Philly cheesesteak,
Right on.
or a Philly cheesesteak from Philly.
Hey, man, that food be so good, like bro. Like,
You know what
okay,
else?
what would be your dream sandwich to build? If you could build an epic football Sunday sandwich,
Oh my
what
gosh!
would it be?
Damn, put me on the spot.
And don't go bad. You could have your romaine lettuce, your iceberg, your airplane tomatoes, your
That's the
pork
thing, though.
belly.
It's like, okay,
You can make an epic sandwich.
see, here's the thing, though. Like when it comes to sandwiches, I'm not that picky when it comes to condiments and like lettuce and stuff like that. I'm not that picky. Like I know what I like when I'm at certain places. Like with Subway, I already know how I want my sandwiches. I already know I want it on flatbread. I want it a foot long. I want lettuce. I want the bell pepper. I want the green pepper. I want the onions, tomatoes. I want light mayonnaise. I want the peppercorn ranch or the I want like another sauce on it, whatever. Like I know how I want it when I go to Subway. I know how I want my sandwich when I go to Firehouse.
Yep.
Like I know what I want when I get over there because like I've had it so much. But if I was to build my own sandwich, okay, I okay. See if you can rock with me on this one because this is on the fly. This is
Okay.
on the fly. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go brioche buns, toasted.
Okay.
brioche buns that are toasted. We're gonna do, and we're gonna have. Actually, no brioches. We're gonna do Texas toast because there's gonna be three of them.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like a club. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our Texas toast. We're gonna have it toasted, right?
Okay.
Light mayo on the bottom. We're gonna have this. Now, this is something I started doing when I make my burgers. If we have the salads, and it's like amazing. Basically, you take, those build a salad bags where it comes with the lettuce and it comes with all the condiments inside of it.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is make a salad first with that type of stuff. Set it up. You got your Texas toast, light mayonnaise. You put your salad on top of that first. Fresh, hot off the grill, steak. On that, add some shredded pepper jack cheese, or some shredded cheese. Put that piece of bread down. Light mayo on that way. Have light mayo on the bread already. Put some more salad on top of that.
I follow you.
Turkey and bacon.
Okay.
Pepper jack. Add a fried egg. Some shredded cheese on top of that as well. A little more salad. Top piece of bread. Put the little put the little toothpick in it, and then you cut it up.
That sounds like a good time.
The Great
That's a lot, but it's
American
not a good time.
Great American Philly Club.
Great American Philly Club. That sounds like a good time. I can't knock. That sounds like a good time.
And curly fries on the side with a good old glass of Guinness.
Oh shoot. Okay, Deb. Okay, I see. Like I say, me, I gotta be extraordinary. Gotta get the not just regular turkey, Cajun fried turkey, sliced
Cajun
thick.
fried turkey.
Sliced thick. I'm gonna follow you on that Texas toast. I love Texas toast.
Okay.
Heirloom tomatoes, applewood, applewood smoked bacon, aged cheddar, smoked aged cheddar. You throw some ranch on top of that. Put
Okay.
that bitch together. Iceberg lettuce. Put that mud together. Boom. Tomato, salt, pepper, oil. Boom. There you go. Something chill. Something chill. See, he went extra with an ice cold fat tire. New from New Belgium. Sponsor us, New Belgium. Sponsor New Belgium.
Oh, fat tire. You know what? I should have went with a fat tire. You know what though? I need to get some more fat tire.
Oh snap!
I need to get some more. You know what I want to? You know what I want to try? Since we talking drinks now, let's go ahead. We talking food and we talking drinks. You know what I want to try?
What you want to talk? What you got?
I want to try that proper 12 Irish whiskey.
Ain't that the Conor McGregor joint?
Yeah, I've always I don't drink a lot. June over here, he's the connoisseur of the drinky drinks.
Look here. Don't pay me to be that guy. I'm a beer
I'm not
daddy.
saying that in a bad way. It's not a bad thing. No, I'm not painting that in a bad way. What I'm saying is you're the connoisseur because you're the guy who's been putting me on to certain beers and stuff. You're like, have you tried this one? Have you tried this one?
That's funny.
And I'm like, I haven't tried it yet. But when I tried it, I'm like, yo, you on to something.
My man hit me up the other day. He was talking about, go ahead.
The summer you put me on that one. You
Which
told
one?
me about Fat Tire, but I put you on that.
Yep.
I'm saying,
my boy hit me up yesterday about some like, yo, I tried this new. I tried this. He tried the Voodoo Ranger Juice Force.
Oh, you know what? I've heard about. You've been telling me about Voodoo Ranger for a while.
I like the Juicy Haze IPA. That's my go-to. I rock with that one. Like I
You
like
see,
with that.
let's break it down real quick. IPAs. Either I grabbed the wrong one, or it was a either I grabbed the wrong one, or I jumped the gun on the IPA. But when I tried it, not for me.
Which one you get?
I think. Oh, I think I got Stone Brewing, the Stone
Oh yeah, I
Brewing
think you
company.
told me about that. Like regular, I like the juicy IPAs, like the fat tie, like the what's that? Like I said, the haze, juicy haze. Is that one's good. Like I don't like the juice force because it's like I can't explain it. It's like it's too juice forward. Like it tastes like orange juice. Like it tastes like the sweetest orange juice you can ever drink. If that makes sense, that's how that is. But I'm a chill. Like I said, nah, I'm good on all that other stuff. Like like nah, like he hit me. I tried it. He said, "Yo, I'm on fat time, man." And I'm about to give me some fat time. Hey, like yeah, man. Like that's the one. Like, and then I'm trying to get into like the whole pairing with my beers. What goes with what drinks? What this goes with? What can go with this? What goes with that? You know, I'm trying to step the little game up. But other than
Yeah.
that, where we at, man? Where we at? What we talking about today, man? Where we at? Where we at in life?
Well, we before we had our technical difficulties, you were discussing the plights and the plunders of like what being an artist is like, and also why you don't like making songs 3 to 4 minutes long with 3 to 4 verses.
Well, I say that because people have short attention spans. You feel me? Like I feel like people don't. I feel like people like long songs. I feel like if a song is like too long, it gets drawn out. Like, all right, depends on the
Okay, it
artist.
depends. Okay, it depends on like what the song is about. You know what I'm saying? Like there are certain songs that like they could be 3 4 minutes long, but the storytelling and the wordplay and the beat, like everything about it is just like it's so catchy, or like it just catches your attention to the point where like I want to see how this ends. Like I remember when Kendrick Lamar dropped "Good Kid, Mad City."
Right,
This was the first time that I had heard of Kendrick Lamar. Period. Had no idea who this guy was. But all I heard about this guy was he's been around for some time and his wordplay and storytelling is phenomenal. So I'm like, okay. So I listened to the full album, like the entire album. Like I remember I bought the entire, I think the deluxe album. So it had the swimming pools, the remix or the extended version of that track.
right,
Every single song, every single song. Didn't matter what the beat, what the topic was. I listened to it and I was captivated. Matter of fact, Compton, the compilation album that Dr. Dre had with every artist in the West Coast,
right.
that album had some songs where I was like, I was thinking about like just fast forwarding it, but when you really give the song a listen, you kind of forget how long it is because like it just grabs your attention. Like you're listening to the story behind the music, you're listening to the wordplay, you're listening to the beat selection, you're listening to like all the little just art, the details, and you're just like you just get lost in the sauce when it comes
Yeah.
to the music.
Like with
But
me, I say like as people like I guess he's your favorite rapper. You can sit through like there's like when Wale dropped for Lauren too. Like I listened to that whole album. Like it was a great album. Like when it's a artist, like, I gotta sit down and sit through this. Every the artist I don't want to sit through. Like man, these you could have cut that third verse, man. You could have kept this yada yada yada. Like man, that'd be like
yeah, now there's some that not okay. Now, if we're talking about that, yeah, I can identify with certain like artists and whatnot that I listen to, and there are certain songs that they drop, and I'm like, eh, like that's like if they have let's say 3 verses on their song, right? Let's say it's them and a featured artist, right? They have 2 verses or whatever. I listened to it and I'm like, at first I'm like, yo, that track was so dope. But I listened to it over again and I really listened to it and I'm like, maybe you didn't have to go that far. Like
You know
maybe
what?
you could take one part out.
I say this: if I ever do a song like with more, like I normally keep it standard 2 verses. If I do a third verse, just know that third verse didn't get recorded till a long time. Like cause I feel like I put I go full throttle with my first verse. I always feel like my first verse, my introduction for anybody to listen to me. They first I'm like that's the introduction. And the second verse be even doper. All right, cool. If I gotta give you, I'm like I'm pulling from something in that third verse. Like I don't like forcing verses. I feel like I gotta go back and make sure I'm not sounding repetitive. I don't want to do this. I want to make sure everything sounds. I want every verse to have its own identity. You know what I mean? I want every verse to have this
Okay.
verse is this verse is that, and this is this. I want everything to sound completely different. All right. I see where he was.
Completely different, but yet they're all the same thing.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like I said, it's uh yeah, like I'm telling a story. Like I got like a story like the song location. Like that's a story I'm telling. So the follow-ups to those songs are stories that tie into each other. So like, I mean you may not get a full, you may get a verse and a hook. You may get 2 verses with no hook. You may get just a verse and that's it. You never know.
Right.
But like I like to I want to leave people wanting like, oh no, that's how the story ends. And like it's kind of like
You want
if
you want to treat your music how Triple H treats the Bloodline storyline in WWE.
no, yeah, I mean you can go that direction. I want no, I put it this way before we switch. I want you to listen to that story that I'm telling, because when I go back, you can listen to it either way you want to listen to it. You can listen to it like the first song, second song, third, or you can play second song, first song, third, or third, first. It's like you can. It's all gonna tell us a different story when you listen to it. So that's how I constructed it. So, cause I was listening to it
Hmm.
like I was listening to the last 2 songs like, yo, I could put this song for this part or this part here, and it'll still tell the same story. Like it'll do something totally different. So
Hmm.
I be hitting creative. I be having my creative genius moments.
You be having
Well,
this
where we at
creative
now?
genius. Oh yeah, now. Uh we gotta talk about the XFL, my boy. We gotta talk about this when we are 5 weeks into the season.
And may I compliment, even though they record ain't that great. I don't know what their record is right now. St. Louis
The
Battlehawks,
Battlehawks! Kaka!
the
Kaka is the
St. Louis
law.
Battlehawks. That game last week was sold out. That looked
They
like a
opened up to 400.
they the that game looked like a Monday night football game.
Really?
And that game was packed, bro. Like you couldn't see. It was like all you saw was blue. It was like it was like a college game. It was ridiculous. But then you look
And
at
St. Louis isn't a football city. Shove it,
and
Walter Cronkite.
and it's like
Bro, I don't understand why they took the Rams out of St. Louis. I don't get it. The Battlehawks are proving that St. Louis is a proven football city. You okay? The first game, their first home opener in St. Louis was last week. We're watching the game. I was like in awe of like how packed out the stadium was. Cause I was like, I don't know, like they're claiming that it's a sold out house. So I'm like, all right, I got to see what it looked like. Like June said, it was nothing but blue, and the atmosphere and the arena volume and just everything about that was just like it was like watching a playoff game with how much energy they were rocking with.
Yeah, it was unreal. If you to be honest, like, it was unreal the way it's like to see a game. Then when you go watch, like I think when it comes to fans, St. Louis and DC got the best fans. Then you look at
Are we talking about like XFL wise, or we're talking overall?
XFL wise.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, of course. These the defenders got like I think some of the best fans right now. The Battlehawks got the rowdiest fans, and I'm gonna say this about St. Louis: the reason why they're so rowdy, the reason why uh they're so amped up, is because they haven't had that in a long time. Like
Yeah,
remember, St. Louis, like what the Rams moved from St. Louis to LA back in what 2019, 2018, 19,
yeah.
earlier than that.
That's roughly right. Yeah, they went to
Went to LA.
LA. They played at the USC Stadium.
They played the Coliseum.
That's crazy.
They
That's
they played at the Coliseum for a few years while SoFi was being built up.
yep.
And
And
like St. Louis hasn't had a team in years, and then the first time they get a team was the COVID year, and that season got shut down prematurely. And now we have a full-on season going on, and St. Louis is showing out.
here's my thing. I still ain't got over just how defensively these XFL games like the offense is still kind of like mid. I mean, you don't see them air the ball out a lot. There's like a few games where they just, I don't know, like somebody drop back and throw it. Like it's like West Coast offense every game. Like, bro, somebody air that joint out. Just drop back and throw it up there. Somebody in the St. Louis game, dude, drop back and just threw it, boom, in the bread basket. Yo, thank you. That's all I'm like air it out.
Give me that air raid offense. I'm tired of these running games.
That's all they do is run the ball. Like they don't have, like, do they not trust their receivers? Cause dude, in last night game,
I don't think it's the fact that they don't trust their receivers. I think it's more along the fact of like they're still trying to figure it out as like as we are. Because remember, and I'm gonna state this again, they had no preseason. And granted, we're like 5 weeks into the season, but still, it's like they're still trying to figure it out. Now, this reminds me of the USFL, the spring football league that happened last year. Same thing kind of happened where like they didn't really take a lot of risks. They weren't really dropping back and throwing the ball as much. They were running. The defense was way more productive. It was more like they were figuring it out as they went. I think with the USFL, and I know we're talking XFL, but with the USFL, I think with this upcoming season, we can expect better ball play and just a better overall product because
yeah.
they already had a full year. The XFL is going to take the collective of all they did this year, look at it, improve on it, and then I think next year we'll see a full-on season where like teams are airing it out more and being more risky and actually going after it.
So my question is, looking at the XFL, how the playoffs gonna go? That's how I wonder how they doing it.
Well, it's 8 teams. So I think it's going to be a 14 playoff. So it's going to be the top 2 teams from the North and the South. They battle it out. And then you have your championship game in St. Louis. And then, like, once that season ends, the USFL should be beginning.
Because I'm looking at it like, I see the DC Defenders are winning, but I'm like, yo, don't be that team to be winning all these games. Soon as the playoffs come around, you get knocked out first round, like, bro.
Or they go all the way to the championship game and they lose.
That would be so freaking hilarious.
Bro, they become the New England Patriots of the XFL.
Gosh dang. And what's the other team that ain't won a game yet?
Orlando, the team with the team with the controversy.
But yeah, they say he got off, right? He didn't do it.
From what we've read, from what we found out, he's been reinstated.
He got reinstated, so I guess we could say he didn't do it. But yeah, I mean, like they not making playoffs. Like man, I was like, yo,
they're going to be the Cleveland Browns. They're going to go 0-16.
And ain't even 16. That ain't right.
That ain't it's even true. They haven't won a game yet. If they win one game, it's going to be the very last game of the season. They're going to go 1-9. Damn. Someone's got to be the perennial loser of the first year.
Damn. Damn. Like that's
someone has to be the punching bag. Someone has to be the punching bag of the league. Orlando, congratulations. You drew the lucky ticket.
And speaking of punching bags, let's talk about it.
What?
CJ Garner-Johnson. This man, as an Eagles fan,
I don't want to talk about this. I don't talk about this because this man right here was flirting around. He was flirting around on Twitter with Bengals players and whatnot, and everybody thought, oh, he's gonna come to the Bengals. Oh, he's gonna re-sign with the Eagles. But then the Eagles re-signed Bradbury, they re-signed Darius Slay. So they're like, Gardner Johnson. But then we picked up Nick Scott from the LA Rams, and I'm like, could they still make a play on him? And then breaking news: 1 year, $8 million deal to Detroit. And I'm like,
look here, let me tell you something. As an Eagles fan, this threw me through a loop because I'm like,
it threw me for a loop.
Hold on. Let's paint the picture real quick.
All right, you know what? Talk to me.
If I'm running back, cornerback, whatever in the NFL, and I just left a Super Bowl winning team, Super Bowl player game team, if you got a chance, not saying the Eagles are, but if they got a chance of making playoffs. All biases aside, they got a chance of running it back. So if I get another 1 year prove-it deal, I'm taking it because this team may go back. You got the pieces you need on defense back. You got Fletcher, you got Slay, you got Bradbury, you got Maddox, you got Blankenship, you got everybody that you had on defense. Some new people,
but like pretty much everybody's there.
Everybody pretty much there. Maybe they're gonna pick up some people in the draft. Cool. Jalen Hurts is still under center. You still got them dogs on the side of them.
And you just picked up Marcus Mariota because your boy Gardner Minshew went to Indianapolis.
Yes, and everybody has. I ain't never seen Eagles fans get so hype about a backup quarterback. They were excited to get that Mariota.
What?
I promise.
Did they not watch what he did in Atlanta?
And they have more faith in Mariota than they had in Gardner Minshew.
Okay.
We just gonna keep this right.
Wait. Are we saying this? Are we saying this because like the 2 games that he started, he didn't do so well?
Look here, I can't speak for all Philadelphia Eagles fans. I'm in the Philadelphia Eagles group, and I'm in Philadelphia Eagles Twitter. I've seen some things.
Yeah.
I've seen some things. But if I have a chance to go back to a Super Bowl next year, why not take a chance on that? And if you ball out, you may get a bigger contract or get a bigger contract with another team, even if you could go deep into the playoff or not. So it's like then you go to Detroit, a team that ain't even smelt an NFC championship that I know of. The Detroit Lions, Jamal Williams left because they disrespect me. They ain't give me what I wanted.
They
So
lowballed him.
so it's like you go into a team that's quote unquote rebuilding. Now, I'm not saying the Lions can't do anything, but the Lions have been the Lions since I was in elementary school.
Yee.
The Lions ain't never been big talk. I've never met a Detroit Lions fan in my life. I know one fan on Facebook. He was the first and only Detroit Lions fan I ever seen in my life. So it's like,
I'm gonna say this.
And no disrespect to, I say the respectfully, no disrespect to the Bears. No, I mean the Lions. We don't talk about the Bears too. But go ahead.
I'm gonna talk about the Bears because this is what I want to say. The Bears and the Panthers. I want to give y'all props.
Kudos.
They have been making moves to win.
Yep.
They have been making moves to win. And I'm like, okay, first and foremost, you picked up Von Bell. You picked up Hayden Hurst from the Bengals. You just picked up Adam Thielen.
Picked up Miles Sanders.
Huh?
They got Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders, too. They're building this roster up. They're building their roster. They got Andy Dalton as the backup quarterback, as the vet. We know they're drafting a quarterback with that first overall pick. Whether it's Anthony Richardson or AR-15, as the fans are calling him, whether it's CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, whoever it is, they're getting a quarterback. And they're setting this guy up for success.
I want to say CJ Stroud because that's my boy. But I think anybody going to
Carolina's
going to be
with a quarterback-friendly head coach, which, by the way, the last quarterback-friendly head coach that went to a team with a young quarterback was just in the playoffs. And that team was the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
They started the season at 2-7, ran 6 games straight. They were 8-8 versus the Titans, and they made the playoffs, and they won a playoff game.
Yep. And I want to say, I'm going to go on record saying this. The Bears are going to be a problem going into this season.
I was going to say the same thing, too. I've been saying the Bears keep an eye on Chicago for some time. I've been saying that. What have we been
talking about that off camera too? We talk about this we talk about that almost every day. I really think we could be wrong, but and if they get,
it's going to be a threat. I'm sorry.
Problem, because if you look at how the Eagles built their offseason when they got AJ Brown, and then they went on this god tear, and it just went beating everybody. Went like 12 games before they lost one.
No, y'all won 10 straight, and then y'all lost your first one.
Yeah, 10 games.
Y'all were like 9, and y'all had like a 9-game, 10-game win streak, and then y'all lost to Washington.
And then people still wouldn't give us no respect. I think the Bears. I'm not saying the Bears have a similar record. Don't get me saying that they gonna win.
I'm gonna say this. Here's where I'm gonna go.
Talk to me.
So I understand so there's this conversation when it comes to the Eagles, right? Because you bring it up how they built the team and Jalen Hurts went on this tear and everybody's like, oh, is he top 5, whatever. And there's some people saying, well, I need to see more. I think with the way that the Bears are building themselves up, I believe that we might see that step forward from Justin Fields, and we're going to get the same exact thing.
Yeah.
The Bears are going to be a problem.
They're going to be a big problem. And they're going to be even more of a problem now. What pick do they have in the draft? The 6th?
Who?
The Bears.
They traded for
it's 6, right?
9th.
So
they traded down with Carolina.
So
because remember, they got DJ Moore, and they could possibly get a wide receiver, and we all know who we want to see.
And if for some odd reason they get JSN,
It's a wrap.
it's gonna be over.
JSN's route running ability reminds me of Devontae Adams.
Okay.
Because Devontae has that precision when it comes to his route running. Another receiver that has that type of precision when it comes to route running, that's current. Keenan Allen, I believe, has route running ability. I want to say Evans has route running ability. Cooper Kupp especially has that route running ability. He's able to break it down. Like JSN has that ability to just be. He's one of the purists when it comes to route running coming out of college.
Yeah.
But
I feel like he's gonna do something. I feel like, and then you link her. It's kind of like AJ. It's kind of like then it become full circle, like Jalen and Smitty, college buddies. Then you got, if y'all ain't seen that epic toe tap catch that Justin Fields threw to JSN his freshman, sophomore year, the COVID year, where he hit that. Oh, it's not a touchdown. They went back and showed it was a don't tell it. Yeah, that was, I'm like, the boy's a beast.
Nasty.
And
nasty. Okay. But we got to talk. Speaking of NFL teams, Aaron Rodgers was on Pat McAfee's show last week, and he made it abundantly clear. He went to his darkness retreat and had the 90% to 10% retirement stay playing ratio going in his head. He came out of that darkness retreat, heard the Packers were shopping him around, and it just dawned on him that he still wants to play and that his intentions are to play for the New York Jets.
Yeah.
So I believe we are seeing Brett Favre 2.0 play out ahead in front of us.
Yeah. And Brett Favre?
Because Brett Favre played.
Oh, he did play for the Jets.
He played his entire career for the Packers, played a little bit for the Jets, retired, came out of retirement, and then went to the Vikings.
Yeah. Now, Aaron Rodgers go to the Vikings. I'm like, bro, you just following your boy footsteps now, bro.
You follow the script.
Don't know. I mean, we don't want him. I mean, allegedly, we don't want him to follow the host because Brett Favre be getting mad at people. But
your boy Derek Carr is a Saint. Garoppolo is a Raider.
Jamal Williams is a Saint now.
Huh?
Jamal Williams is a Saint now.
Oh my gosh. First swag Kazakage in the hidden village of the dead. Oh my gosh. I'm so jealous that Jamal Williams went to the Saints. Like, they're gonna have so much fun with him. They're gonna have so much fun seeing him play. Oh, yeah, but let's see. Quarterback carousel goes like this. Aaron Rodgers is a Jet. Derek Carr is a Saint. Garoppolo is a Raider. Gardner Minshew is a Colt. Jacoby Brissett is a Commander. Baker Mayfield's a Buccaneer. Mariota's with the Eagles. Sam Darnold to the 49ers. Stidham to the Broncos. Mike White to the Dolphins. Who else? Oh, Heineke to the Falcons. There's been a lot of quarterback movement. This is going to be a fun year to watch quarterback-wise.
Yeah.
I was just watching Baker Mayfield's presser in Tampa because I saw his deal is a 1 year prove it deal. I talked to June about this one, and he was like, a 1 year prove it deal? Damn, he better ball. I'm like, I think he will. I think this is gonna be a rebound year. I'm not gonna jinx it and say, oh, he's gonna go for XYZ, but I think he's gonna do something. But I'm listening to his presser, and the one thing I will say that I've been trying to say this for a long time, but people don't want to listen.
Right.
Baker Mayfield has had the weirdest career arc I have ever seen. Like, I have never seen. Answer me this: when have you ever seen a quarterback go through as much turnaround in a shortest career like he has?
Right.
Like, no, I'm asking you: have you ever seen a quarterback go through like 4 teams in the span of 5 years.
It was been four. Wait. It's been 4 teams.
He started with Cleveland. He was drafted by Cleveland. Got traded to Carolina 2 weeks before training camp. He was in Carolina for like a good chunk of the season, and then was released, and then the Rams picked him up on waivers. And he spent the last 5 weeks of the season in LA, and now he just signed a 1-year deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's crazy. Like, I look at it like, my thing is, I get into the NFL as a business. You got to do all the right things. We running on 40, 45. We're going to get up out here in a little bit. I feel like when you get shopped around the quarterback like that, like, man, it gets kind of, it's like what's his name? Flacco. Super Bowl winning quarterback. Now a backup quarterback. Like, dude, you are a Super Bowl winning. That's literally like Tom Brady being a backup quarterback to somebody. Like, this is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. You're a backup. Now, not comparing Baker to him,
yeah.
But I'm saying, like, dude, you are a first round pick.
Heisman Trophy winner at that.
Heisman Trophy winner. Went to the Browns.
Got him in the playoffs.
Got to the playoffs. Now, then you got bounced to Panthers. Then you got bounced to the Rams. Now you in Tampa on a proven deal. Like, I'm like, it's like, that's like, I would feel some type of way about that if I'm a player. Like,
the one thing I will say is this. Like I said, I watched his presser. He has grown a lot. If you remember Baker when he first came into the league, you saw how brash he was. You saw how he was out there. You know, his swagger was on 1,000 and everything, right?
Woke up feeling dangerous.
Yeah, he's like, I just woke up feeling dangerous. I love that. Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie, that's an iconic soundbite right there.
You know what? I'm gonna cut you off. I was a person that kind of had a feeling like, all right, Baker could probably bring some life to Cleveland. He could probably do something. Izzy told me, like, man, I think Baker could do it. I see what he can do. My boy Altitude, like, I don't believe in the Browns. I don't believe in Baker. Like, I'll give him a shot. Let's give him a little shot. Let's see what they're gonna do. They got some pieces. Let's then piece all together. That man named Joe Cleveland. Then Joe Burrow happened.
Joe Burrow.
Everybody forgot about Baker. Like, Baker, I got to get out of town, man.
No, okay. I'm gonna say this. With the whole thing with Baker Mayfield and whatnot, I think what did him in, I think what really did him in was when he played with that busted shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Because week 2, he threw a pick, tried to bring the defender down, but he got trucked and popped his shoulder out of socket. And then a few weeks later, played Arizona, and when J.J. Watt sacked him, he popped his shoulder out, the same one again, but actually tore it to the point where, like, he broke a bone in his shoulder. And I think a lot of people were like, I think a lot of people were out on him at that point because, like, he was trying to play, because the situation was he was on the contract year,
right?
And you know, they had the success of going to the playoffs, and everybody's thinking, yo, the Browns are going to run it back. They got all the pieces. Odell's healthy again. Like, they got everything running. But, you know, playing injured, and then you had some internal issues, and XYZ's playing around. It's just like, it just did him in. I think that's what did him in Cleveland. And it sucks, and it's sad to see how it all shook out. Like, you know, I'm not a fan of how the Browns treated him. I'm not a fan of how everything played out for him, how, like, you know, everything was kind of rushed the last minute for him to get out of town. But
right.
I look at this situation in Tampa, and I'm like, okay, this could be the year where everything kind of clicks and he's able to bounce back and really show, like, yo, he's still that #1 overall pick for a reason. Now, uh, I'm not saying that the Buccaneers are gonna shoot all the way to the Super Bowl. If that happens in his first year, if he leads them to the Super Bowl, then by all means, with his, you know, track record and his tape and whatnot, then damn it, man, you might as well just go ahead, lock him in for a 3-year deal and just continue to build off that. But, you know, I think Baker bounces back in Tampa, and I think a lot of people are going to see what they've been wanting to see. I think people are going to see what they were hoping to see him do in Cleveland out there.
Yep. And with that being, yeah. With that being said, this has been the show about nothing. I'm your host, June88, Izzy the Misfit. Gave you the standard show today. We gave out 2 long episodes for 2 weeks straight. So y'all get these get back to standard episodes. But we're gonna have some more talk.
We're gonna keep it short, sweet, and to the point from now on. But if we feel like giving y'all a little bit of extra, we will.
Oh, exactly. You heard it, man. Like always, thank you for tuning in. Comment, like, subscribe, share this with your friends. Leave topics in the description. In the comments.
Let us know what you want to talk about.
Oh, yeah, man. So we out. Peace.
We out of here. Yeah.